I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes, and I want it all from the lights to the mistletoe. Tell me one thing, is there anything that you're missing? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true.
Good morning everybody and welcome to Vlogmas Day 15. So this morning I've just literally got up, popped some of my Pixie under eye patches on because I am struggling this morning. I'm really struggling to wake up. So I need all the help I can get. What's the matter? Okay, I think she wants me to go and have breakfast with her. So I'm just gonna make me and Toby a tea and a coffee, and I just was feeding Buddy and started sorting out her big food box. So I have this gigantic box which seems so unnecessary, but it just has like all of her food and all of her treats and everything in, and I just wanted to have it in a big box so things didn't get like spilled everywhere and whatever. And I think it just had like where we've had like a cat sitter, and where sometimes we've been in a bit of a rush, just some catnip had spilled out and a couple of treats. So I just wanted to clean it all out. And I wanted to get out any food that she's not having anymore because we've moved her on to some vet food. The food that we give her now is called Specific, because apparently once she's been neutered she needs specific food. I think their metabolism changes quite dramatically once they've had their neutering, so she had to go into different food, which means that we've got quite a lot of Whiskas sachets left, and I want to donate them because I was going to put some food together. I've got a few bits and pieces together for like the food donations at Tesco, and I remember that they also do that at Pets at Home as well. So I was thinking, I thought it was quite a good idea to donate the food that she's not using anymore, because I'm just keeping it for no reason. I think in my mind I'm like, oh, it'd be good like in an emergency, but that's not going to happen and we're probably not going to give it to her anyway. So I'm really glad I just got that done. We've been a bit rubbish at sharing our Advent treats. Should we open day 15? Mm-hmm. So obviously we've got our Advent calendars, and then this is the one Toby's mum made us. We've got some really cool things so far, but I haven't been very good at sharing it. Do you want to actually open it? It feels like a fun one today.
After our whiskey tour.
Whiskey trivia, that's cool. It's a very cute little box. Ask me a question, I'll see if I can get it right. No, you can't eat that. You can't eat it.
Is famous grouse single malt or blended?
Blended.
Yes.
Turns out I'm quite the whiskey connoisseur.
In whiskey production, what is added to trigger the fermentation process?
Yeast.
Yes. You're doing quite well, aren't you?
I know so much about whiskey. It's a shame I don't know a lot about how to
What is
rest.
the name of the stage of whiskey production when cooked grain is mixed with warm water? Bud?
What does it begin with?
M.
Mash?
Ing.
Mashing. Yeah, mashing.
A pickleback is a shot of whiskey chased by a shot of which liquid?
Pickle juice.
Pickle brine.
Yeah, pickle brine.
Did you try? Jack Daniel's whiskey is made from natural source water travelling through caves made of which type of rock?
Limestone.
Yes. What? How do you know that?
I know everything. Why am I the best at all these whiskey questions? I wish I didn't
Whiskey
look
is
so terrible.
made from 4 types of grain: corn, barley, rye, and what?
Wheat?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was too obvious.
True, false. Legally, bourbon has to be made in the state of Kentucky.
Legally?
Yeah.
False.
Yes. But it does have to be made in America. Is Glenfiddich a single malt or a blended whiskey?
Single.
Yes. You're absolutely bossing.
I think I've got every question right.
Not quite, but how many people in the world hold the title Master Whiskey Blender?
Oh god, probably like 11.
12, 122 or 1,222?
12.
Yes.
Oh my god, I just randomly said 11 and I was one off. I know everything about whiskey, apparently.
The flavour of whiskey is from the barrel it is matured in. True or false?
True.
Yes. 60 to 80% of the flavour of fine whiskey is thought to be gleaned from the barrel.
So you're basically just tasting old wood.
Yeah.
I am now in the car. I am running some errands because today is just an errandy day. I need to get back in like an hour to take Toby for his booster jab. Then once he's had his booster, I need to pop to the shops and get a few bits. I've got like a little Christmas lunch tomorrow and I wanted to get the girls some presents. So I'm going to pop out. I know what I'm getting, I just need to go and grab those bits. I really do need to buy stamps. This is exactly what I said on whatever day it was that I did my cards. That was like the 3rd or something. And I knew I was going to write my cards and then forget to buy stamps. And that's exactly what's happened. So I really need to do that because otherwise it's just going to get to the point where it's too late to have cards for Christmas. And that's silly. So I'm looking pretty dreadful today, to be honest. But I do like to have at least one day a week, if I can, without makeup on. So this is what you're getting today. Barefaced me. Sorry about that, everybody, but there you go. I've just been running some errands. I popped back home to get Toby because he's got his booster vaccine and this is making me super happy right now. But get this. That's where I used to live. We're at my old uni. I haven't been back here literally since I left, like 10 years ago. Was it 10 years ago? Not quite 10 years ago. I didn't, what? Yeah, when did I graduate? So I graduated in 2013. So yeah, like 10, 11 years ago. I lived there. That's so weird to me. So I lived in Surrey, went to uni in Bristol, stayed in Bristol for a couple of years after I graduated and then moved back to Surrey. Had my, lived in my flat, all of that. Then met Toby and he just moved to Bristol. So he was living in London and he moved to Bristol like the month before we met. So then our whole of our relationship was just like coming back and forth to Bristol. So I've kind of been like, Surrey, Bristol, Surrey, Bristol. I'm basically just moving back and forth. So yeah, after like a year or so, I moved to Bristol and now I've been in Bristol for 2 years. But since being back, I just haven't been to uni. Why would you? Why would you need to go to uni? It's really weird. I want to get out and walk around. Do you think I'll be like kicked out or something? Are you allowed to just walk around a uni if you're not a student anymore? I don't know. Maybe I just look really old. I'm too old to be a student. They'll know. They'll know I'm an imposter. Gosh, I think that guy's going to get on his motorbike after having his vaccine. That's brave. Isn't it amazing the amount of people who are being vaccinated? Like, isn't it just incredible? Like, I'm just watching just hundreds of people. Just people after people after people coming in and coming out. And it's just like that in hundreds of centres all over the country and then hundreds of centres all over the world. This is just nuts to me. Doesn't it just make you think about like how many people there actually are in the world? I know that sounds really stupid, but it's just crazy. It's a vaccinated boy.
Three
times vaccinated. Wowzers. How was it?
Thank you, girlie. Thank you for taking me.
You're welcome. Cool. So now we're off to run some more errands. I was watching so many people coming in and out, and this is one vaccine centre in one place, in one country. And think of all the vaccine centres across the world where everyone's doing this right now.
Yeah. Yeah, they're doing walk-ins because it's not that busy.
I feel very connected with things like this. I know that COVID hasn't been nice, and all of this stuff isn't very nice. What's her job? But I really like when everyone sort of like has camaraderie and does things together, and I feel like everyone's going there to be safe and do the same thing together, and I quite like that. I feel quite connected.
Alright, you feel connected, Kelly. That's a nice thing to do.
Success. I actually popped into Asda Home, got a couple of bits in there which was quite handy for little like present wrapping stuff. And I got some really nice Peppa Pig wrapping paper, which I think my nieces will really like, and I'm glad about that because the rest of their presents came this morning, which is exciting.
I think they're cool presents.
They are cool presents. And now we went to Pets at Home, got some more litter, some presents for my parents' dog, Toby's parents, cats and dog. Got Buddy a little Santa that says my first Christmas. I know we're being really cringy, but I literally thought it was the cutest thing ever. And I wanted to get the little tags for all my friends' pets like I did for the other girls a couple of weeks ago, but they didn't have any more. Buddy has very kindly donated the rest of her food that she no longer needs to other cats and dogs in need over Christmas. So she's done her good deed for the year. And now we're coming to Tesco because I need some more present bags. I got like mini bottles of Edinburgh gin, like festive gin, and I wanted to get some more of those to give the girls tomorrow. And I've just got to put dry cleaners. So errand round 755. Do we want to admit where we are? We may or may not be in Burger King. Toby's had his vaccine, he needs to make himself feel a bit better. Got all the presents I wanted to get. Very excited about it. Feel a bit more organised now. There's just one thing that I am needing to figure out. Actually, there's two things I need to figure out. I need to give some presents a bit of thought when I get home. I feel like I just wanted to document this because I feel like I'm having deja vu. And I don't know, it's a weird feeling. So basically this time last year, well, just before this time last year, I think, there was the COVID announcements that changed the tiers so that we were unable to see any of my family for Christmas. We could see Toby's family just on Christmas Day. We don't really watch any of the COVID announcements, really, do we? Because we kind of see everything we need to see on the news after, like on the internet. And I just don't want to consume too much of that information. But we're watching the announcements. We're watching the update now.
In most parts of the UK, in less than every 2 days. That is
What time's Boris coming on?
Rate of increase.
That guy like dancing in the background, did you see? Just as a little skipper, he obviously doesn't realise. But do you remember last year? I remember exactly, I'd been to take photos of Kaylee and then we came back and we just happened to be here when it was about to happen, and then it started really raining. Do you remember? It was like a storm, like as they were like telling us the bad news, it was like a storm, and then we were just like, great. Now what? We couldn't do anything, couldn't see anyone. Welcome back to the Christmas present wrapping zone, I guess. Is that kind of what we are? Got, again, gigantic cup of tea because necessary for all occasions. I have a little helper down here. Buddy, do you want to come say hi? Lily, you're just facing the wrong way. All I really need to do is sort out the presents for the girls tomorrow, and I've got everything down here. I've just put it all in bags. Actually, I think I'm just going to leave it not wrapped up. I will show you what I've got. So there's 3 girls and a couple. These are people that I do some work with. I've got them each kind of the same thing. I have each of them a little panettone because I feel like that's a very festive thing to have. Does anybody else like always want panettone for breakfast in December? Is that a thing? I don't know. I can't even have it anymore, so I'm just getting people things that I wish I could have. This little Soap and Glory set, because I thought it was so cute. It's called Jingle Blooms. I love that Soap and Glory always do like a themed presents. They always have like Christmas things, and they always have birthday things as well. But it's quite a good like chunky little set. It's got body wash and body butter in. And Soap and Glory body butter and body wash is amazing. So we've got that, the panettone, and then, oopsie, a little festive gin. Little festive Edinburgh gin cracker. So I've picked different flavours for people. That one's orange blossom and mandarin. We've also got mulled gin, which sounds nice. I also have a pack of these for myself over there, and I can't wait to get into them. I actually opened them all and was like smelling them. My ones, not these ones. Actually, I'll show you how the thing comes in a minute. And this one is apple spice. And then this one, oh no, I knew this one was falling out. This one's a bit broken. This one's rhubarb and ginger, which is one of their normal range. I've had the rhubarb and ginger one for, you know, I've got a couple bottles of it actually. Do you like it? So I don't know if the others are like limited edition for Christmas, but I haven't seen the other ones before. Anyway, one of them, oh, it's just my hand honey bunch. I'm so sorry. Nothing exciting, although these might be exciting for you. One of them has cats, so I've got her some little cat treats. And the other two have dogs. So I got them some little dog treats. I feel like I need to write on here that they're for their dogs because they look like just a free from like bar or something. They look quite tasty, so hopefully they will realise they're for their dogs. So I think that's just quite a nice little present. I just wanted to get like a little token gift, and I think they're quite nice. I need to write their cards, which their cards are super cute. They're just from Tesco. I got them today, and I think they're just actually nicer than the nice cards that I bought. They're like, it like pulls out like this. I think they're just so cute, and it goes to 4 different charities. So I'm really impressed with that. I actually kind of regret not seeing these sooner because they are super cute. Right, so I need to write those cards. The joys of a COVID Christmas, hey? Who knew we would be back here then? The very last thing that we did before COVID was my friend's birthday, and we drove down from Surrey just for the night because we were going to go and stay, but we'd like just heard about this thing called COVID. Her birthday's, I think it was like the 15th or 16th of March, she actually had her like birthday thing, and it was like this COVID thing, and people were sort of talking about it and sort of knew about it, and it was just like a thing, and some people were being a bit cautious, some people weren't, but it was kind of like becoming quite a thing now. We had a conversation, my friend whose birthday it was like, thank God it's March, thank God if we end up having to like go into a lockdown, or you know, if we have to stop like socialising or whatever, thank God it's not before Christmas. Like, thank God it's now out the way before Christmas. Little did we know that then a few months later we were actually sat around on Zoom instead of doing our normal Gal Pal Christmas, saying how on earth is this still happening? And now we're a year on from that and the same thing's happening again. I just can't believe it. I felt really positive recently. I felt so much better. We left it so long before doing anything that truly the last like maybe 2 months is the only time I've actually felt back to normal. And December I've made a specific effort to be back to normal and to like really not be affected and like continue normal life, and it has really done me so much good like mentally to be normal. So now today, listening to, reading and like watching how bad the news has been, that the cases are like so much worse than they were a year ago. When we were in lockdown a year ago, we couldn't see anyone a year ago, and it's actually worse now than it was then. It's so fucked up. It's so weird to me. The rest of 2021, I kept saying like, okay, we're not going to do a summer holiday this year, we're going to go to Edinburgh instead because we can control that, we can drive, it shouldn't be cancelled, it's like far enough away. But now, I'm like, are we even going to get a summer holiday next year? Are we even going to be safe travelling next year? Are things going to go back to normal? Are we going to go to a festival? Are we going to do these things? Probably not. I think it's just, your mind can't think ahead so far, and like a 3-year period of your life is actually so big. Like that's the entire time you do a degree. Like that's like more than being at college. That's more than most people spend in like a job. I couldn't process that maybe for the next like 3 to 5 years things were going to be different. So I'm like, right, get 2020 done, 2021 will be better. Wasn't a lot better really, but it was a little bit better potentially. Get our hopes back up for 2022 when things can just be normal. Now we're just approaching 2022 and I'm like, that's not happening. Maybe 2023. And are we just going to be doing this until like 2030? I don't even know. Maybe. God. Right, before I get banging on about depressing things, let me show you these gems. So this is the box it comes in. I think it's so nice. It literally just got these from Tesco. They were so cheap, it was like 12 quid or something. And it comes in the like slightly bigger like double shot bottles. But yeah, they're like little crackers, like I showed you. I actually wanted to, if I was hosting Christmas with my girlfriends this year, I would have put these on the table instead of other crackers. I think these would be so cool if you've got like gin lovers to have these like on the table for Christmas dinner, or maybe even like on Boxing Day or Christmas Eve, like just something a little bit different. I think they're so nice. I think they're really beautiful. I think it's such a nice touch that they're in like a little cracker thing. The bottles are really beautiful. I'll open this one because I wanted to smell it. Yeah, the bottles themselves are just really pretty as well. And who doesn't love a bit of Edinburgh, and who doesn't love a bit of gin, eh? Or of course you could gift it to somebody in the box, or as I have done, gift it to yourself. I might have one of these tomorrow. What day is it tomorrow? Thursday. It's close enough to the end of the week, isn't it? It is Christmas after all. I'm actually going to leave the vlog here tonight, guys. I'm going to go and edit, get ready for bed, and okay, it's not early, but I feel like it might actually be an early night for me. So I'm going to try and get a bit of an earlier night tonight because I've got my lunch tomorrow, and I think it's going to be a bit of a busy day because I've got a few bits and pieces that I need to do in the morning before as well. So we're going to go relax now, aren't we, buddy? She's been waiting for her cat friend to come, and the cat hasn't come. And I honestly think she's a bit upset about it. She's just been sitting by the window for like a couple of hours now and just sort of like hanging around this area waiting. Thank you very much for watching. Please like the video and please subscribe. It would be amazing to have a few more of you subscribe over here. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for day 16.